Back part two.
Hello.
Yes, part two of the Saturday preview. And
Race 6 we're up to, mate.
we've got the legs of the quaddie to come home with. Race 6 is a benchmark 85 over 1,200 metres, and Sabacus is our equal favourite, $3.50, with Snoopy at $3.50. Handfast is $6, His Majesty is $7.50, and Costanati is $8. Out to a Wild and Famous, resuming at $18. 21 Kellyville Flyer, 31 Gold Symphony, and long odds the top, and the bottom one's running at scale.
And a terrific first leg of the quaddie with lots of depth, lots of mounting yard mile that we looked at, and lots of good form to be talked about.
Okay, so we've got Herrera finally up to 1200, who's going to try and show some speed. We've got Costanati is back from 1350 but wants to lead.
Will lead, won't it?
Yeah, but it's yes. Snoopy's going to be right. Snoopy pinged out the other day. He's going to be right there. Wild and Famous on the inside, just behind him. Gold Symphony forward of midfield somewhere. Yeah, way you go, Glenn. Your go.
Oh well, you know, it obviously a couple of really nice horses. One of the best horses on the program, presuming here, called Sir Bacchus. I don't know if it sets up that well for him tomorrow, and it's a pretty deep race to be thrown into. So obviously, you know, I'd have him on top on form. The horse I'm going to tip on top in this race is N. Costanati. I think from the outside draw, I think it's the designated leader, back in distance, absolutely flying, parading perfectly. Gets a couple of lengths on this field in the bend. I think it's a terrific bet at $8. Sabacus will
Leader back in distance. You happy with that?
Yeah, I am with this horse. I am in this race. Generally, I'm not, but in this race, I am. I think there's a lot of horses like Handfast, Sabacus, that maybe not wound up for tomorrow. Look round, work to the line, work through the line, and don't pick up Little Deanie. I think that all the boys look at Little Deanie come across and they check her out, you know, from behind for the first 600 metres, and she steals the race. I'll be doing the same thing. The second, obviously, his
Isn't
match.
Snoopy actually a faster horse than Costanati?
Yeah, but I think Berry just thinks. I think he thinks tomorrow I'm not going to hunt up.
Okay.
I think he goes, I'll let it slide and I'll sit here. I think Snoopy's the one that had his chance last start, and I don't know what Snoopy is besides a cartoon character.
Well, it's a chance to get away with this tomorrow.
Anyway, I'll just give my numbers. Costanati to beat His Majesty, who's obviously, you know, presented well. Did get a PR right through the middle of the other day, but it's a line chaser and a very good Saturday horse.
It's a line chaser. Were you thinking it was a line chaser when High Midnight was battling back against it, when it just had it completely cold?
Good point, but I will say one thing about this horse. If he doesn't win, he runs second or third. He's a finisher. He's in the finish.
Yeah,
he's probably what I mean.
He's
Man, you guys like bagging this little grey horse.
which little grey horse?
His Majesty.
Oh, right. Oh, we're bookending the bagging.
Yeah, I think so.
He was a great chance the other day. I'm just wondering whether I didn't back him.
Yeah, me too. And Sabacus for third, who's the best horse in the race, and we'll do it. And then Handfast, you know, and just a great race to watch. I'm a little bit against the old Snoops today. Gordy.
I'm sort of against His Majesty and Costanati. His Majesty needs a perfect run, so it's not the kind of horse that I'm actually going to back unless it's at a price, which it was last start. But not in this race. I think one of these horses is just going to be better. And in Costanati just isn't anywhere near the horse of a Sir Bacchus or a Handfast. So I'm going to be interested in Sir Bacchus and Handfast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, Sir Bacchus, the only start it flopped last start was up to 1350. It's back to 1200 metres. Its trial was all right. You know, I think it's a good chance. I don't know about the $3.50, but so I'll wait for Mark to set.
Just getting back to His Majesty, guys, because you sort of like his last 8 runs here: 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, bled, 2, 1.
Yeah,
It's a good horse.
good horse, dynamic horse.
Yeah, but some
in the
of
right
these,
conditions.
one of those other two, Sir Bacchus or Handfast, are going to be listed horses, aren't they?
They're better horses.
Yeah,
I said
better
that, but they're first up tomorrow.
Right. Yeah. So,
And Costanati's on the bunny.
oh, and one thing about Snoopy is I mentioned it a little while ago about second start back to Sydney, so I could expect a significant improvement. I was very disappointed with its run last start. I don't think it accelerated through the gap like a good horse should, but second start back in Sydney may be some dramatic
Yes, Gordo
improvement.
used that Gordo juice to find. It was a very good find.
The Gordo
too.
goods.
We're sure the Gordo goods. That's right. Look. 4962 from me here. Sir Bacchus is nearly unbeaten in Sydney. He's had 5 starts in Sydney for 4 wins. He's won his last 4 starts in Sydney, and he's won his last 2 starts at Rose Hill. It's a very short break. It's Bowman. It's tongue tie, and he just gets the last look at these.
Fair enough. He is the best horse.
Snoopy, we've talked about. Handfast resumes. He's lightly raced, and he does resume with his blinkers on. So he had blinkers on to win that race at Randwick, and then he went to Hawkesbury, and he was so exposed. You know, Gerald Ryan's horse just controlled the race, and he was like out there. James McDonald didn't know what he's doing. Look, he's just, I marked him 7-1 tomorrow, so I'm not mad keen on him, but he obviously is a major contender in the race.
All right, just one little quick thing before we go there, guys. With Sabacus, I agree it's the best horse, and I know you're all real keen for it, but when it did win at RHIL, it did beat So Willie, who wouldn't win at Katoomba, and then the next time it won, it beat Lucky Fish. Lucky Fish has
got a great chance in the last one. That's race
awesome.
6. That's race 6. We've got the run to the Rose here, which are we only 2 weeks away from the Golden Rose? We are.
It's a very interesting run to the Rose, but unfortunately we won't see the Rose winner in this race.
Who is the Rose winner? Can you release it here, or do you have to wait? You have to wait till Monday.
Well, it's unbeatable, isn't it? I did look it up. At the moment, it's $201 everywhere. It's called Malays. It ran on Wednesday, and a better horse I've never seen.
So exactly the same time of year that you tipped that thing that ended up in Northern Territory.
I don't know. Fuck, it's a good horse, Malaysia. It went round Wednesday, but what's the tape of it? From the 200 metre to the winning post, not only did he not know what he was doing, he was playing with the bit. And he was going, oh, this bit tastes good.
All right,
he looked like fucking Takeover Target to me.
Who'd have thought that the Friday show is a horses to follow show? So, run to the Roses. Star Turn is our favourite at $4. Impending is $4.80. Mediterranean $5.50. El Divino, who carries the Winks tag, at $6.50. Astern is $7. Out to Telperion, which seems a long way away from those horses, at $15. 18 Good Standing, and 67 is the bar there. So
Good race.
Great race, and a lot of returners here.
Manningham, you won't be able to breathe without this race tomorrow. In this race tomorrow for Manningham, I will be tipping Malays, even though it's not even in the field.
So Astern is going to be
Some Malays out on top, that'd be funny. Go on, mate.
Astern's going to be hard up on the speed with El Divino from their inside draws. Star Turn shouldn't be too far away with Tessira, and Good Standing and Gadfly will be doing their best out deep. Whether they can get across those is another matter.
Yeah, 3 horses I'm interested in: Astern, Mediterranean, Impending. I'm going to be waiting till tomorrow with Mounting Yard Mail again.
You've gone against Star Turn a bit, won the lead up to this race.
Yeah, no interest. Yeah, I might even lay it. Yeah.
Wow, that's big commentary.
I'm actually really keen on Astern, and I think the $7 is a fantastic price. That's one price I will be taking that early price, and then whether I back the other two will be up to the Mounting Yard Mail. So Astern's trial was that was awesome, that trial against Sons of John and Defcon.
And they're handy horses.
Yeah, done in decent time. You know.
You notice that it's all the rage now. The solid 10-15 minute trials.
Yeah,
It's everyone's twigged to the fact that this is the best way to get a horse ready for a race.
Right.
Because all the 10-50 metre trials, they're run run solidly. They're good hit outs. The 740s are jiggy jogs, and even the 900s at Rose Hill aren't as serious as the 1050s.
1050s are the go. I'm going to stick with the Star Turn. I thought what it did that day was at the track, in the conditions. It's had the run. It looked a soft win to me. To beat Astern, who I think is one of the better horses in the race for sure. And for third, number 10 Impending. So at this stage, but like Mediterranean won its third up. It's just a great race, a great Mounting Yard Mail race. I'm excited just to look at these horses, Doran. Marcus.
Well, I have a triple bet on Star Turn, so it just there it is, second up with the same track, right draw, went like a complete rocket the other day, and these horses are trying to beat him first up.
I did sort of look. I don't know why he's so hard against it.
Yeah, massively hard against it. I got this little sort of idea in my head about the Hawke stable is that the grand final's in 2 weeks' time. They might have even sort of like, trained it to peak in 2 weeks' time. And
I know what you're saying. He's saying flat run tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Race.
I think Impending's very well found. Obviously, a horse.
Very good horse, but seems well found.
Yeah, very well found. And
El
Divino found Astern flat. He had the advantage of Astern being off his game.
Yeah.
You know, I think to mark El Divino short of the stern is
Fraught with danger?
well, I think it's unfair. Because, well, also, does anyone want to back Gay and Bott at the moment?
No.
Not really.
You know, it's not quite right.
It's not quite right, and that it gets back to even the placing of evacuation earlier on.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem the right.
Telperion was, of course, the best run in the Golden Slipper.
Yeah, not bad.
And, you know, Jay Colt's a perfect rider for him.
Yeah.
That's the main race. Come to the Premier's Cup, we had the
Keep
preview.
your eye on Malaysia going forward. Good horse, I'm telling you guys.
It's like that. Is that like that other O'Shea horse you found to win the Derby? It's up in Darwin
He mentioned
now?
that already. Didn't you even listen?
I would think if you
Didn't
took
you?
my form.
He mentioned
What
it.
was the name of that horse?
Yeah, we all know. It ended up winning he won the Northern Territory Derby.
Did it actually win? Did it actually win the race?
Won a Derby. There you
I said
go. So
we
you're
win
saying
the
you're
Derby.
right.
That would have only been a few weeks ago.
Oh, it's just joking. Mitigate, it's called.
Yeah.
So same M, same one word. Same stable? No.
You know, it's funny because in this game, people say to you all the time, oh, you know, you were wrong, or jockeys go, you said horse couldn't win, or blah, and you go. And that's why you earn such big money, because it's a game made of opinions, and people are always going to be right and wrong.
What was that Zabeel thing that you said would win the Derby? It won the Rosal Guineas instead. Off a Wyong, nothing. Class 1.
Yeah.
O'Shea.
O'Shea trained it when it was just O'Shea.
It's abrasive. Was the horse's name?
And then the other one before that was the Wyong winner, was the famous Baker horse.
Yes.
Can't even remember his name now. That Mr. Massara won $87 million with in the fucking championship.
Yeah.
The good horse.
It's a done deal.
It's a done deal.
The Premier's Cup is Allergic, the winner of the Prelude, at $3.40. Singing is $4.20. We have $8 Loophole. And then what do we got? $9 Sacred Master. $13 Magic Hurricane, Ruling Dynasty, and Sense of Occasion.
Bit yucky this race. What, 33 for you straight away, Gordon?
$17
I
Danube.
actually might have a bet in this race.
Oh, good. This has been. Did you agree with me that we had two particularly weak favourites?
Yeah, I was looking at Ruling Dynasty just.
We've got Allergic coming off the PR of all PRs.
Dead pissy.
One by length and a half. Beat Loophole by length and a half.
I agree with you that Gunn rode it absolutely perfectly. Now it's third up at the same course.
I'm not saying it's none. I'm saying it's got more hope than, say, Singing. But how the hell is Singing so hard in the market?
because
Second-
because it's got this protectionist line.
Oh, okay. So they say protectionist. They don't say it's a 7-year-old horse. Second up after a year.
Not only that, it's had how long off? Like Chris.
Another five weeks, 35 days.
Chris. I love Chris Lees, but I cannot abide the way he gives his stayers so much time off. Well, that's just from a punting point of view. I'm just saying I don't find.
We don't train him. My numbers in the race are number 2 on top, Janoob. I thought it did something the other day, and I like its step up in distance. And maybe it's just a horse that can win 9th up. Maybe needs 8 runs to get going. To beat Ruling Dynasty, I thought it'd be terrifically well suited. And sense of occasion for third because it ran 4th the other day, and I think it's got. I think it'll go better tomorrow. There you are. I'm right outside the market. Gord, where are you?
Yeah, Ruling Dynasty. You know, it was a good return, and then it sort of went back 100 metres, which I was suggesting was sort of a bit of a barrier trial.
Barrier
for it.
trial,
Now
for
it's
sure,
back up to 1900 metres, and it's
Good find.
$12 or something. Like
Good find. I can't get it short, but I agree with everything you said.
Where are you, Mark?
I'm allergic from Sophie, who loses the wombat that was on him the other day. Who was that?
Mr. Young Andrew
Who
Atkins.
rides fine, but Choco Cavallo is an experienced hand.
Hang on.
There's one on this horse.
You
One on
can't
this
call
horse.
Andrew Atkins a wombat. He's a nice young strong boy, and you can't call Anthony Cavallo Choco because that's politically not correct these days.
A bigger loader, Andrew Atkins, who I do think is a promising apprentice, but I
He is a
do
good
think that Anthony A. Cavallo and Bea Lissa, they have found their time.
But
haven't
they certainly have.
They have found their time.
But both-
Sophie, did anyone spot Sophie absolutely diving at the line the other day?
And that's what gave me trouble with Allergic.
I don't understand. It's the lead-up race.
Fair
It is
enough.
the lead-up race.
Fair enough. All right, yeah, and well out of the market. Let's get boys to the penultimate race 8.
No, the nightcap.
No, that's the last race. The
Oh.
nightcap. That's the penultimate. Isn't this race 8?
We've done the penultimate.
Oh, we've done the penultimate. Okay, yeah, this
Yeah,
is the nightcap.
the nightcap.
I still thought there was 2 more to go. I was excited there was more races.
The nightcap has Chetwood favourite at $4.80. Sorry, Kenny Essend is favourite at $4. Chetwood second favourite at $4.80. $6 Weir Shaw. $9 Labdien. $10 Conachi. $14 Coolcraft. out to $19 in Vinzabil, and 26 ever so natural secret profit, $31 lucky fish.
Well, you been Martin Newman to crack it? Sounds like you are a little bit.
Well, no, RHIL runs are excellent.
Yeah, it's got a little hope, and again we have two favourites here that look particularly pooey to me.
Well, Chetwood is the Canterbury bully, who got conditions absolutely to suit the other day, and he's yet to have a Saturday run.
PR'd throughout, finds barrier
And,
1 tomorrow.
and up to 1350, which I don't know whether it suits him.
I'll study, boys. This is rubber stamps. It's off top pick. Wear short to me. Number 3, tipping it on
Must
top.
do something.
Just has to do something again. This
Like,
is
I realised it was inferior. It was inferior field the other day, but off that run, like the fact of that run is so much momentum
my word.
to take on a bit of field.
To beat number 8 Coolcraft, who I thought was particularly impressive the other day, and
Gee, he lost his compass there off a sorry, I'm butting you.
You're right.
Off a perfect run, and then he just destroyed the perfect run. He just went, oh fuck, I don't know what I'm doing, and then he's trying to get around slow horses.
And for third, number 11 labbed in. I thought there were other hopes. I thought if it did happen to rain during the day and keep raining, that you had to make sure you're after all over my despised horse of late Kanachi, because he's flying Kanachi, and conditions to suit are heavy 9-10 for him. But I quite like the last Wearshaw.
Yeah, 2 horses, Canny Essen and Wearshaw. We've mentioned Wearshaw, and course and distance win last start. I think is a fantastic little thing to take into this particular race and platform off. And Canny Essen is a horse that I've always had a bit of a thought that it might have a little bit of ability, and I love the fact that it's barrier 15 now. Just get wide, 3 wide with cover, and then get into clear air at the right time and really rattle. I think it's...
It was a monster run the other day. It's possible that its monster runs are fresh.
Yeah,
that's it first up. And $4, that's poison. That's just, fuck off. $4.
$4 is poison, but I mean, let's have a look when it's got to 13 and 1400 metres previously. It was Shards, Wallier, Sebring somewhere. It was unlucky not to win, and then
we're all still looking for those horses.
Kimberley Star, but I mean that was
Shards, Wallier, and what's the other horse? Sebring Sun. We're still looking for them. They have not done a thing in 12 months.
But Wallier is just. Let's go off the SPs of Wallier then, and then it's actually good form, isn't it?
What are you saying, mate?
I'm saying 3.
Who's it?
9,
Wearshaw.
16, 6.
3, 9, 16. Lucky fish. Probably the best roughie from you on the day, I'd say. And 6.
All right. Vinzabil's had the short break. It's got the blinkers on. Like, it hasn't had a full spell.
Yeah.
It's back in distance. It's Waller fresh at home. It's like $19.
Our 4 best for the show tomorrow, boys and girls, because I'm going to give them to the punters because they just love it, the punters. Race 3, Sazam, we're all over it. Race 4, I think combined, we're all over Ocean Grand. These are prices to take for tomorrow then. Me and Gord are going to tip you into a loose scenario. Mark's holding back a little bit there. Definitely Wearshaw in the last. And, well, there's 4.
I thought it's plenty for him, isn't it?
Yeah, there's heaps there. There's 4 of them. I don't know how 2 aren't going to win. They're all 7 and 8.
There you go. So we'll be back on Monday with the rant to tell you how those horses went.
Yeah.
And thanks for watching the Saturday preview for RHIL tomorrow.
Good luck and good punting. All 3 things.